look at the children these days, the youths. I like your submission, Mr. Speaker, that it is not unemployment that should be the bane or the reason why youths will come out and begin to misbehave. There are unemployments in so many countries of the world, even in the United States. I schooled in the UK, and I saw a lot of young people who were not employed, but they didn't become hoodlums. Why can't we look inwards and look for solutions to our problems? Why can't the young people look within themselves, look for their talents? Even if as graduates, what stops you from becoming a designer or a professional tiler or what have you, and make a brand of it? There is no excuse for being a hoodlum. Mr. Speaker, I think it is about time. I mentioned this on the floor of the House. Ab initio, we became members of the Ninth Assembly, that the National Orientation Agency needs to set to work. We need to begin to orientate our young people. They need people who can talk to them from time to time. They are high on drugs all the time, most of them. They go to social media, they do all sorts of things. I'm even scared to give my young children phones because I'm scared I don't know what they would see on the social media. It's that bad. We need to set the National Orientation Agency to work. The Nigerian National Population Commission. We need to have data. We need to have statistics of our citizens. We need to know who is what and where. We need to be able to identify our people. And Mr. Speaker, this is my humble submission in conjunction with what Honorable Đřūģ has said, that a committee be set up to look into this carnage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So guys, I like what that woman said, that he schooled in the UK and she's talking like this. Every time they will continue to blame the youth, they will continue to blame the masses. You schooled in the UK. The way politicians are behaving in the UK, can the same thing be said to your colleagues, the politicians in Nigeria? Every now and then they're quick to pick what is happening there that will favor them, but not the masses. She said, oh, there's unemployment everywhere. So what? Why should they take into to become hoodlums, to be destroying this, to be destroying that? That's why you graduates. What stops you for becoming a designer or whatever, or Tyler or what have you? You can imagine. And that is the same thing, you know, herself and Desmond Elliot, they came from the same Lagos State House of Assembly. See what they are talking about. Unqualified people just there. The rates at which you guys steal money, the way at you guys assign a lot of salaries to yourselves, it can the same thing be said in the UK that you talked about, because it's easier said than done. See the environment. The UK environment, can the same thing be said here? When you talk about unemployment, yes, unemployment is everywhere. Well, but what is the percentage of unemployment in Nigeria? That is the question you need to ask yourself. The way you have agberos in Lagos, can the same thing be said in London? The same way you have agberos. Because they believe that you are the one that will make things for yourself. Nigerians do everything for themselves. They provide water, they provide electricity, they provide every form of things for themselves. Once they just get there, they begin to speak on what they don't understand. Now, Desmond started coming on the national TV and started crying. Of course, people are not just giving in to all of those his drama or whatever. See this woman too. You don't want to give your children this and that. That's your cup of tea. That is the kind of environment you guys have created. The kind of salary, the remunerations that you guys get, it can the same thing be said in the UK that you say you schooled in. They will never take blames. The same story, we have to get our statistics right. You have to know this and this and that. The same Lagos, they are always bragging, they are making IGR. See the way things are being done in that UK you schooled. Is it the same thing that you are meeting on ground? You see? The so-called educated ones, they have joined them to do the same thing. So it is not even a matter of whether you are educated or you are not educated, because we have seen that majority of them schooled abroad. Even the ones that did not school abroad, yes, you see them, traveling here and there to all those countries that that we call the developed countries. Yet they don't see anything to copy and to paste in our society. No, they won't do it. They will continue to blame the youth. Most of them are on drugs. Oh my goodness. Well, who do I blame? I don't blame them. I think Nigerians and Nigerian youth should stand up to these people because they don't mean well for us. They always go there to lie to themselves. They lie to themselves, and they will be blaming you. They will make all manner of budget. The president, they will tell you, oh, Nigerians, you have to prepare for the hardship that is yet to come, and they are the ones receiving hardship allowance. They don't want to tell themselves the truth. You guys are living in affluence. The system has made it that you will live in affluence. Then why the masses are living in abject poverty? What is the minimum wage in the UK that you schooled? What is the minimum wage, and what is the minimum wage in Nigeria? In the UK that you schooled, their politicians, what do they receive? What is their remuneration? What is all those allowances they receive compared to what you are receiving? Because they will not tell you that Nigeria does not have money. The other day, Senator Ndume, he was so angry that why should people be asking them, actually asking us that our salaries are too much, our allowances are too much, that even if they collect all the allowances, that it will not solve Nigeria's problem. Like, seriously? These people, they are something else. We're members of the Lagos State House of Assembly representing Amuwo-Odofin 1 constituency, Mojisola Ali Macaulay, said on Thursday that many Nigerian youths are high on drugs most of the time. She therefore called for the reorientation of the youth. The question is that has she been able to call for the reorientation of the politicians? Because the way the politicians behave, all manner of vices, we can see them. We've been seeing them in their lifestyles. You talk of stealing, they are there. You talk of the way they talk, being insensitive to the plight of the people. One of them, one of the lawmakers, but I think he's still from that Lagos too. He came out and said, oh, that the way they were projecting this NSAS, the incident that happened at the NSAS, that you would have thought that maybe 1,000 people died. Oh, 300 people died. And people are like, so even if it is only one person that died, so it is not worth talking about. It is not worth talking about. You see that they don't even value lives. They don't even value lives. They don't even value the system. They are not patriotic. He was saying that even if the way they were just talking about the social media, because all of them, the reason why they are doing all of this is just for people not to be able to speak, because now they've seen that they've been able to, they've succeeded in not allowing people to protest. They now know that the power is in the social media, and that's why all of them are coming out. They are running that skater. Oh, like Mohammed told us the other day, if it could be successful to regulate social media in China, then why can't they do the same thing? You see, even like I said, this one said, "Oh, I schooled in the UK. There's poverty everywhere. There's unemployment everywhere. What is the percentage of unemployment that you have in the UK compared to what we have here?" These people don't know what they are talking about. Well, Ali Macaulay spoke during the House deliberation on the recent violence witnessed in the state after hoodlums hijacked the peaceful #end protesters and carried out unmitigated destruction of public and private properties. She noted that the unemployment was not the problem of the youth but the drug abuse. She said, in part, look at the children these days, the youth. I like your submission, Mr. Speaker, that it is not unemployment that should be the bane or the reason why youth will continue or will come out and misbehave. So the politicians don't misbehave. So they just come out and they just came out and started misbehaving. Nothing led to that. You see the way these people can twist things. If people who maybe had they been, we are in a different what do they call it? The different planets, that other countries will not even see what is happening in our country. Maybe we now manage to meet them somewhere. If these people are talking, they will not say, oh my goodness, why is it that Nigerian youth are like this? Because the way they will paint us, the way they will paint Nigerian youth, if not that we are everybody, the whole world is in one planet, everybody knows what is happening. And now the world is a global village. You can know what is happening from country to country. These people would have just been painting us black and white, saying that it is not unemployment because there's unemployment everywhere. So why should they be taking into this in? and they are not discussing why some of them, you see the same people from the Lagos House of Assembly, one of them said they saw these palliatives in his residence, and he said he wanted to share it on his birthday. Can you imagine that? Does that mean does that mean the person, or don't you think that person is supposed to go for psychiatric, something that's supposed to be meant for the masses? You are saying you wanted to share it on your birthday. As what? So when people are coming out to say that, yes, these so-called governors from all the states, they know what they are doing. They said they were preparing it for another second wave of COVID-19. You can imagine. Oh, that they wanted to share it by September. They were putting one or two things together. But Lagos State, they told us that it is not only Lagos owning that palliatives. And meanwhile, in all the states, they have their own warehouses there. So what are you talking about? How can you be keeping palliatives that belongs to another state? Why is it that the state cannot keep it for themselves? They were just trying to justify it, and because they were caught red-handed, and the other one was telling us that he wanted to share it on his birthday. And they will just be talking to people as if the Nigerians don't even have sense. If we have a lot of people who are not really educated, a lot of people are still educated, and once you are saying things, they are picking it, and that is why they are coming for Fashola. How come you just went there to go and see a camera, and people have come out to say, what does this man take? What is wrong with these people? You just saw camera, hidden camera, all of a sudden, mysterious camera. These people may not fear God, though. Make una fear God. People will not fear these Nigerian politicians. Hey, you guys to fear them. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments and let's know your thoughts on what she has said.